is the story of the elves and the shoemaker. Once upon a time, there was a shoemaker who by no fault of his own was very poor. And by no fault of his own, I may have left out that he was lazy, stupid, dishonest, unkempt, and unclean. He had little interest in shoes or shoe repair. He didn't like shoes, wear shoes, or like people who did. So in retrospect, being a shoemaker was less than a wise choice of profession. One day, the shoemaker was down to his last piece of leather. He put a sign on it that read, "Do-it-yourself chastity belt," placed it in the shop window, and then went to bed. The next morning, the shoemaker woke up to discover that the materials he had laid out the night before had been magically transformed into a magnificent pair of shoes. And before he could say, "What the someone rushed in and bought them for a pile of gold. The shoemaker was confused until he saw 6 tiny naked green elves appear on his workbench. Their leader said, "It was us!" "What the actual f***?" exclaimed the shoemaker. "What? Who do you think made the shoes you just sold? Jimmy Choo?" said one of the elves. "Wait, so you guys just go around breaking into people's houses and making shoes?" said the shoemaker. "We used to make cookies, but we got fired for a health code violation," said a second elf. "Yeah," chimed in a third. "Some bullshit about elven pubic hair in the cookie dough. Everyone hates on nudists. Anyway, get us our leather and we can all make bank on this, but we want our cut." "Your cut?" asked the shoemaker. "Yeah, our cut. And there are going to be a few more rules too. We want profit participation, a good work environment, 401k, shit like that. And you don't seem to know jack about shoes, so just stay out of our way." The shoemaker said, "Sounds good to me. I just have to run it by my agent." "You have an agent?" said the elf. "I can't believe you have an agent. You don't have underwear, you only have like 9 teeth, and you don't know anything about shoes." The shoemaker grinned and said, "That's the beauty of reality shows. I have a pilot deal with HGTV on a show called Shoemaker Impossible. But you guys are putting gold on the table up front, so I'm cool." The elf said, "Great. By the way, just because I'm a naked little elf doesn't mean you can keep staring at my junk. It makes me super uncomfortable. See you later." The shoemaker cleaned up his workspace and went off to bed. In the morning, he got up and all the little elves were stuck in glue traps that he had set the previous night. "What the hell, man?" said the head elf, struggling to get out. "You know the TV special Mermaids Are Real? Well, I sold them. Elves are real," said the shoemaker. "How can you be a TV producer? You're a fucking moron," said the elf. "You don't need to know anything to be a TV producer," said the shoemaker. And just then, a camera crew came in. "Get a shot of that one. We'll blot out his little dick later," said the shoemaker. And that's how the shoemaker lifted himself out of poverty. Come back next week, and you'll hear the tale of a mouse who needed an enema.